should have mentioned the epilepsy warning. I'm so sorry about that opening. Hi, how are you? This is HorrorBuzz Live, and we are here to bring you the latest news and information with a few little surprises from HorrorBuzz.com. With me tonight is, of course, the lovely Lindsey Ungerman, and she will be bringing you news and information about things that are coming up that are fun to do, and yeah, and if you stick around, if you're nice, then we will have a cool giveaway. Yes, we announced all of the winners for the book, the Halloween storybook, and thank you everybody that entered. But we have another giveaway today, so it's cool. So it's a good thing. You're gonna like this one too. So before I get into the show, let's go ahead and talk about Patreon. Patreon is one of the ways that we are supported on this site, aside from ads and things like that. And if you want to support us, throw us some change, go over to Patreon and just give us $1 or subscribe and give us a few bucks. Also, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. That's a thought. And Facebook, too. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. And yeah, and that's what we got going on right now. But I'm hearing some rumors of some really cool things coming up for this coming weekend, of all things, of all times. And for that, we are bringing on Lindsey.
Hey, everybody. And I do have some cool events, but before we get to the events, let's talk about cool movies. That's kind of what everybody's been doing since we've all been stuck in 2020 part 2, unfortunately.
2020 2.0.
It's like Groundhog Day without the Bill Murray charm, you know? It's awful. But we have the option to make it a little less awful with some really good movies. So it's actually a show that we've got first up on the list here, and this comes out February 10th, so very soon tomorrow. You can binge this if you want. Crime Scene: The Vanishing at the Cecil Hotel. So this is a true crime series. It's being put out by Netflix. This is going to be the first season of this show. It's a 4-episode documentary, and it explores the mystery of the Cecil Hotel and the mysterious circumstances that happen in the hotel, and specifically one of the more famous cases, the disappearance of Elisa Lam. I got to binge watch this ahead of time, and you guys, it is great. I mean, you get to dive in so deep, and you look at the case from all different angles. You get to see the investigator's perspective, the hotel manager's perspective, and web sleuth's perspective, and see how all of these different factors affected the case and how people perceived it is really, really fascinating. So that comes out on Netflix tomorrow. So get ready for that. And Friday, we've got a couple movies coming. So there's Willy's Wonderland. This is a Nick Cage special. So he is back at it. And I know he's a bit of a polarizing guy. You either love him or you hate him. But he's back as a janitor that can't pay his Jeep bill that he gets for some repairs. He can't pay for it. So he offers to clean Willy's Wonderland in its abandoned amusement park. And you can probably just take it from there. That comes out to VOD platforms this Friday. And then we've got Fear of Rain. This one sounds pretty interesting. It's about a schizophrenic girl who's battling her illness, and she confronts hallucinations, and she's trying to determine what's real and what's not real, and if there actually is horrors hiding in her neighbors next door. So that also comes out on VOD platforms this Friday. And finally, wrapping up the VOD platform docket, we've got Saint Maude. This is about a pious but kind of unstable nurse, and she is hell-bent on saving one of her dying associates. And she gets basically unraveled. So that looks pretty cool too, coming out. Now, my favorite thing that I'm most excited for, I am a big Joe Bob fan, and he's here to ruin yet another holiday for fans everywhere. So this Friday, he is going to be premiering Joe Bob Put a Spell on You. And this is a Shudder original, Shudder exclusive, and it will be debuting on the 12th, but you can stream it as soon as February 14th if you're not going to watch it live. And it goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And it's going to be Joe, Bob, Darcy, and special guest Ann Biller. And they're going to explore the lost art of romantic necromancy with a double feature all about love, lust, and gore. And if that just doesn't get the blood pumping, then I don't know what does. So that's what you got for movies. Now, events. Valentine's Day is a little, for lack of a better word, ruined. You can't really go out to eat and do all these things. So you have to get a little creative. I say we take it back and bring it back to the old days of the drive-in. You come in, sit down with your honey, grab a bag of popcorn, relax, and let the movie magic do the. So we've got a couple movies that I want to recommend that our friends over at the Frida have put on, and it's a movie weekend. So we've got all different kinds of movies for wherever you're at in your Valentine's Day journey. So on Friday, we've got the Rocky Horror Picture Show, an all-time favorite of mine. And Saturday is Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2, a double feature. And Sunday, we have Harold and Maude, the 50th anniversary. So all different movies. So if you want a little blood and guts, you go on Saturday. If you want a little transsexual Transylvanian, maybe you go on Friday. And if you want just a little feel good, maybe go on Sunday. So they all start at 5:30, and it's over in Tustin. And you can go to thefrida.com to buy tickets. A couple more events. These are not I was going to say Halloween because Halloween is my Valentine's. Woo! Sorry.
Preaching to the choir, girl. Come on now.
I know. So a couple more events that aren't Valentine's, but I want to put on your radar because it's showing signs. It's like the first signs of spring. It's like the light at the end of the quarantine tunnel. We have Knott's bringing back their tasting events. They're bringing back Boysenberry Festival in the form of their very popular tasting events. And we're going to see things like boysenberry elotes and wings. And my favorite, key lime pie infused with boysenberry. And that's going to be $45 for entry and for 5 tastings, and then $40 for pass holders. And pass holders have a pre-sale special going on right now until February 15th. And on that same note, Disney is now finally catching on to the very popular outdoor dining sensation. And they've now announced a hard ticket food and beverage event that they're going to be doing. And that's coming to California Adventure next month. And it's going to be centered around their very popular food and wine festival items. So they haven't announced a date or tickets or anything like that. They just have said that it's going to be limited capacity and that the event is slated to begin in mid-March. So I'm sure all the details will be expected very soon. So as soon as we have them, you will have them. And that's what we've got going on.
So basically, if you're looking to splurge on money but save on calories, I'm guessing the Disney event would probably be a quarter of the food for the same price. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, that's a thought. If you're looking to pin, but like the food at Boysenberry Festival, forget it. Just forget it. It's so good. It's like you know,
and it's wild because you look at like you're like boysenberry chicken wings, excuse me,
dude.
and you try it and you're like,
Okay, first of all, the boysenberry sausage stands to reason. I love it. Then the pulled pork, like, wow. But I think, and one year they tried to do boysenberry hummus, and it was like, it didn't work out. Sometimes they try things and it doesn't work. But the thing is, they're trying all these cool things. But here's the best one: is you get the boysenberry cider and the boysenberry beer half and half, and
can you do that? Can you ask for that?
Oh yeah, because you get one of your little drinks. I mean, that's like I'm assuming I haven't like gone through all their offerings, but if they're offering that this year, ask for half and half. That's like a little off the menu thing, and it is so good. It feels so like crisp, tasting and fresh. And I'm not a beer guy. I hate that bitter taste, but this is like it's really fresh tasting and light. But it has that berry taste, and it's not overly sweet. So yeah, that's
I'm here for it.
That's like the super secret one.
Oh.
But isn't there Isn't there some haunt news? Did you know
Oh,
about that one? It's coming
um,
this weekend.
I didn't know. I scoured.
What?
People look at me. Look at me. I'm gonna pick this up. Look at me. I scoured and
You guys. Okay.
I know. Sorry, Norm.
I totally called her on it. Hey, if anybody in the comments can look it. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I thought you were playing along. Oh God, now I'm getting.
No, I literally have no clue.
No, okay. Well, it's
Tell
God.
me.
No, Love Bites, man. Remember how they did the car wash haunt in
Oh
Huntington
my
Beach?
gosh! Yes.
They're doing it
Oh,
again, and this time it's
oh,
Valentine's theme, and
God bless them.
I'm telling you, they are keeping the home fires burning, and it sold out last year. It was a huge hit, and yeah, it's coming back, and the information's on the site. We're actually sending the newsletter out tomorrow with that. We're featuring that haunt, that article. And yeah, I mean, I if I were you, I'd jump on it right now, because I don't, it's a very limited time thing. I mean, Valentine's Day, it's not Valentine's week, so or weekends. So I don't know how they could push it, but yeah, I mean, by all accounts, everybody that went to that said that it was absolutely amazing. And damn it, we need Halloween so bad.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
We
No kidding.
Oh, well, as I said before, we actually, we gave away the books, the Halloween storybooks signed by David Gordon Green, the writer director of the new Halloween films, and so I'm sorry if you didn't win, but guess what? We have something
What?
else. What? We have something else. We have, well, our friends over at fun.com reached out to us and said, "Hey, you think you might want to give this away?" And we said, yeah, you bet we will. And here you go. It is a 12-inch 1/6 scale figure of Michael Myers. Okay. And there's a little blood spatter on the hand, and you can have the little hands, and there's the little blood spatterings on it. And the zipper on the front works, oddly enough. And yeah. And they said, "Do you want to give this away?" And I said, "Hell yeah, I want to give this away to my people. Are you kidding me?" So, sometimes we get some really cool stuff on the show to share with you guys. So, how do you win? This product is valued at $139.99. So, but how you will win is simply by answering the trivia question that I give you and putting it either in the comments on Facebook or on YouTube. Okay. And notice I didn't say the YouTube. Lindsey, you're teaching me.
You're getting better. I know. You're
So
the worst with that.
oh, I just think it sounds stupid. But but I know it actually does sound stupid. So okay, so the thing is, we are giving this figure away, and you have to answer correctly our trivia question on Facebook or YouTube. And are you ready for the question? Okay, is everyone ready? Okay. So, okay. So the question is, what was the original title for Halloween? Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud, but if you know it, just go ahead and type it, and we will choose from the correct answers and randomly draw a winner. We will randomly draw a winner, and you will get that lovely 12-inch figure of Michael Myers completely spattered in blood and all that scary goodness. And yeah, so there you go. What was the original title for Halloween? All right. And it wasn't Thanksgiving Day. It wasn't Christmas Day. It wasn't anything like that. I'll give you a hint. It had nothing to do with a holiday. Huh? I mean, I'm being very generous here. So, uh, so, so just if you think you know the answer, if you think that you know the correct answer, type that in the comments, and you will get a chance to win the Michael Myers figure. And there you go. So, but what's okay? So I have another question. You said that there's stuff. There was let's see. There was stuff like at the Frida with Kill Bill and Harold and Maude and things like that. I've always been a Volume 2 kind of guy. I mean,
I'm just a Tarantino kind of guy, so I'm actually going. So if you guys want to hang out with me on Saturday, feel free to come because I will be there for Volume 1 and 2. Although I know people tend to prefer Volume 2.
really, they
like
do. I thought
Yeah.
everybody just kind of liked the first one because it was gory and silly and crazy
I
like
don't know.
that.
I think people like to see the bride get her vengeance.
Her
They
revenge,
finally see. Yeah, but it's
yes,
just the conclusion feels good, so I think that's why people like it.
yeah. Well, I like I'm a big Tarantino dialogue fan. I mean, it just
Mm.
crackles. So, I mean, there's long stretches of dialogue that to some feel long, but I just love it. Okay, so let's see here. Another thing is we did talk about Sundance last week quite a bit, and I saw a few things that you need to put on your radar, and I'm reminding you again. Shudder picked up a film called Violation. Okay, now Violation is probably one of the most effective, disturbing movies I've seen since Audition. Has anybody seen Audition? Have you seen Takashi Miike's Audition, Lindsey?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
No.
Well, that movie is just bizarre, but at the last 15 minutes of that film are utterly grueling, absolutely grueling. So this kind of takes it to the next level, and it's the story of about two sisters. Okay, one has a boyfriend, the other one has a husband. They're estranged. The estranged one ends up having relations with the sister's boyfriend, and it kills their relationship. And so, but it's the repercussions of that bad decision and how it's interpreted and what happens after that. And it's intense, and it's it's one of those movies that stays with you so much that you don't have to see it again for a very long time. So yeah, that's coming to Shudder. Another thing is Misha and the Wolves. This is something that you might like, Lindsey. Misha and the Wolves is, first of all, it's coming to Netflix. Netflix picked it up,
All
and
right.
which cracked me up because as I was watching it, I was like, man, this feels like a Netflix documentary. And then the very next day they picked it up. So it's about this lady in just outside of Boston, Misha de Fonseca, and she just stands up in front of her synagogue one day during the Day of Remembrance and explains her story of surviving the Holocaust and setting off on foot from Belgium to head toward, as a 7-year-old girl, toward Germany to find her parents at a concentration camp. And along the way, she is adopted by a pack of wolves in the forest. So, uh,
Whoa.
so after that, don't look anything up. Don't see a trailer. Don't nothing. Stay away from everything. Just write down Misha and the Wolves and watch it. And it just completely blew me away. It was just like, I mean, there's twist after twist after twist, and it was just like, it was unbelievable. So I would definitely recommend that. Another one was In the Earth. It was I believe his name is Ben Wheatley. He wrote and directed this film that kind of reflects the coronavirus situation we have right now. A scientist and a regional a scientist is led out to this outpost in the middle of nowhere, where they're conducting studies to try to figure out what's going on, and why there's a virus and all this stuff. And along the way, they are attacked in the middle of the night, and then they come in contact with a drifter who's also living off the grid in the forest, and he offers to help them. And of course, things don't go as planned because this is a horror film, and it's crazy, it's psychedelic, it's weird, and lots of flashing lights, might give you a headache. It was crazy. So, and the last thing that I need to mention is Strawberry Mansion. Strawberry Mansion, I can't sing its praises enough, because it was just probably one of the cutest things I'd seen. I know that's horrible coming from a horror guy, but like it felt like Wes Anderson, Tim Burton, John Waters, and Charlie Kaufman.
Oh, okay.
It was just this bizarre movie about a guy who works for the government, auditing dreams, because in the future, corporations can tax you for any of their products that pop up in your dreams. And so he goes to audit this one lady who hasn't reported in 7 years, and romance and mystery and fantasy and absolute absurdity and craziness happens, and he's like reviewing her dreams, watching it, like, it's great. So please find Strawberry Mansion and watch it, because it was remarkable. So,
I know you're a fan of, you had high praises about Possessor, and I don't know if you mentioned last week because I wasn't here, but that is now on Hulu. So for anybody who is itching to see that film,
did
check
you watch
it out.
it yet?
Because, I started it. I'm like 15 minutes in, so I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
Did the opening like blow you away? Right?
Yes.
In the nightclub,
so you guys, please.
So.
I've only seen 15 minutes of it, so please go watch it, because like I said, I've only seen 15 minutes and I'm in.
That one is high concept, nice and bloody. Put the kids to bed, have the remote handy. It's just like it's very Cronenberg, except it's his son, who wrote and directed it. So those are my heads ups and movie recommendations. This coming week, we're heading into Slamdance. The difference. Here's Sundance, okay? And then inside of Sundance is this tiny little punk rock film festival called Slamdance that takes the really edgy stuff and the really weird stuff, the really experimental stuff. Ari Aster got his start there too, the guy who did Hereditary and Midsommar. So, he had a few things pop at Slamdance before he hit it big at Sundance. So this is kind of a really super cool festival, and a ton of us are accredited and going to be reviewing films just for you, just for viewers like you. So really that's all we got going on this week. And please, like I said before, please follow us on Facebook. Please like and subscribe this short and sweet little news update here. Please go to Love Bites. And if you, again, the trivia question for the 12-inch Michael Myers figure is, what was the original title for Halloween, 1978's Halloween? Okay. Leave that in there, and make a comment by the end of the week next week. And don't Google it. Don't cheat. Cheating, you know what? Cheating only cheats you. That's what it is. And don't forget to get ready for Boysenberry Festival. Taste of Boysenberry Festival. So that's that. Any last words, Lindsey?
Only that I have failed you guys in not knowing that Love Bites was this weekend.
You guys, let Lindsey know if she's failed, because I don't think she has.
No, don't. I'm an egomaniac. Don't. It'll deflate me.
Just do it. Make her feel so good. All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Lindsey, thank you for telling us all about the El Rancho Motor Hotel. And
I'm not sponsored by them, but
you know
if you
what?
feel like going out to Needles, California,
I'm not sponsored by TerraVault, but I just love Peaches
and here
Christ
we are.
and the gang up there. And
Jesus
my
Christ.
yeah, she's awesome. And my green screen is wrecking havoc with their logo, but I don't care. Who cares about that? Anyway, so that's that. But yeah, so please give us your answer to the trivia question. Please tune in next week. We'll be right back with some more fun and some more hijinks that will ensue. The newsletter goes out tomorrow. If you want that, please sign up for it on the site. And that's about it. That's it. Huh? Short and sweet. All right, guys. So I'll see you in the fog. Stay safe, okay?